Well, hello, and look at here. We got a Saturday night in Maine, and it's possible. That's a recipe for things getting a little wild. The P-Fish come to Bangor, Maine. Look out on July 16th of all dates. Big date in the history of the band. And look at this. We get started out with free here, and it goes, it goes like first set type of free, like you would think it would be, and which was a nice solid jam. Didn't get too crazy. They didn't leave the park, anything like that, right off the bat. But we'll take a good free jam starting any night. They're feeling it. The crowd's getting into it, and we get a little bit of a jam. Getting the foot on the gas just slightly, getting us warmed up, but then getting us warmed up for I never needed you like this before. And it's all right, it's a little catchy, I guess. I don't completely hate it, but all right. So then we get Mike Gordon's 555 after that, and it felt like, 555, well, maybe something every now and then. I always start arguments with myself right here. But I say 555's been laying a lot of duds, but there's a couple in there that weren't too bad. Tonight, all right, and then we get, look, it's like Trey gets a song, and then Mike gets a song. Now we're getting Jeff's Possum. Paige is like, what do I got to do around here? And I've decided, I don't like Possum when it's down here, or it's over here, or even in the encore. But, I'm kind of about it when we get a Possum right here, kind of in the middle of the first set. Kind of a nice pick-me-up, and that takes us into No Men in No Man's Land. The jam there kind of goes around. It drifts around in a little bit of no jam in No Man's Land there. There's parts of it that were cool, and then it would back off. Paige might start sounding all right, and you don't want to show off too much this early. So we get No Men in No Man's Land there, and then Ocelot. It has been a while, but Ocelot probably definitely the surprise hit of the night. 555, get a little red in there for Mike Gordon. I want Mike Gordon to feel left out. He's like, no red for me? Get some red for you, Mike. All right, so then Ocelot surprising me. It's been a few years. That's been a while for Ocelot since it did this. It had become one of their nice slow build jams that would hit this big peak, and then boom. Tonight, kind of really blowing it up, and then they taking us right into Reba, like, ready, let's get a nice little smoothie jam in here for everybody. Then Axilla II. That seems like it's going to be the thing now. I don't know how many in a row we've gotten since we've gotten an Axilla I. And then we get an Antelope with there's like some farm animal sounds in there. I feel like a moo, maybe a goat sound or something. I mean, an antelope, some people call them speed goats. Perhaps there was like a goat in there. Can't do a goat sound. I wish I could do a goat sound. I'm not Goat Boy, however. I'm Fago Boy. Some of you may remember. So here we go. We're in, and we're rocking out, keeping the 1.0 flow here with Antelope going strong. Trey getting busy. So a lot of 1.0 there, but Ocelot kind of shockingly stealing the show there after a nice free, a very strong free opening the show up. And then over here, what kind of became, looks like, the Sigma Oasis set. Oh, no. It was definitely the Down with Disease set. It was one of these jams that just, 15, 16 minutes in, you would have felt like you got your money's worth on the Down with Disease jam. Kind of felt like they were just building to this big celebration. It felt like if Phish were to jam out some kind of holiday movie, this felt like, there's New York, there's snow, there's lights, everybody's happy, a lot of people holding hands, things of this nature, So that's what the jam felt like. It's like, all right, I like this. This is pretty good, man. This is a real happy, joy-filled band we got here. And then things turned a little bit of a dark turn. Trey got a little mean a little bit, And then Mike was like, I can feel right in on this. I know how to get mean. And then that jam just took off. The second part of the jam built into this monster crescendo. They were not done there. They could have stopped then. And again, you'd have been throwing money at them like they were strippers or something. And the jam, just the tempo kept going. Trey just powering. Fishman going absolutely nuts, bouncing out of his seat. Paige looking around like, what in the hell is going on? And me too, Paige. That's how I felt. So finally, the only was like, oh, right when you hear the notes to Down with Disease, we get a proper finish into What's the Use. Everybody, including myself, needed a break for What's the Use. A much needed, much appreciated What's the Use. Let's calm everything down, and let's bring them back with Fluffhead. The Fluffhead, while it's not the jammy, it does, I don't know, man. If you didn't blow your wad there, you calm down here. Oh, if you went hard for What's the Use, who goes hard for What's the Use? Fluffhead, Trey trying to send it into overdrive, maybe a little spontaneous jumper combustion, maybe a few people, maybe a few maniacs there he was trying to take out. And we got a little twist here. The twist was a little lost. It started to jam, it started to feel a little funky, but really, it seemed like the whole time he knew, I'm going back into Sigma, giving it a proper finish. making you feel like it's the Sigma set, and then feeling like we might get again, you know, maybe like a miniature third set here. But no, we just get a nice Roses Are Free that the crowd erupts for. We heard a couple of a little crowd noise for What's the Use early on. They got quiet when they needed to. There's a spot or two, though. I think once it was Axilla II, people were like, yeah, Axilla II. I like Axilla II. I'm calm. I'm just not going to scream. It's because you're never there. All right, you got me. Fair. That's fair. All right, so then Roses Are Free, and then First Tube, rocking out hard. You know, Trey wanted to do the boogie right here. That's how he wanted to end the night as well with First Tube. People love it. There's like a comment. Woo! All right, guys. So, I don't know over here. You know, when Ocelot is the powerhouse, Reba was nice, of course. Antelope rocked free. But when Ocelot's the powerhouse of the set, you got some problems, you know. I think at set break, Page went in there like a fucking Mike Ditka or somebody, gave him a speech like, this is essentially 3 straight sets, guys. We've sucked, all right? We got to bring the noise. And they did. Boom, boom. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.